Welcome to the DMF. I'm Justin Younts. This is part 2.
Ah,
So how did you transition into voice acting?
you know, somebody said I was looking for more acting ways to do acting stuff because there's not a lot of work here in Seattle. And someone said, "Well, why don't you try voiceover?" I'm like, "Oh, didn't think of that." And I found a coach, and it's like, well, I really like this because I get to combine my singing skills and my acting skills.
Yeah.
And that was really fun. So that's why I like voice acting so much, because I'm using two major skill sets that I've developed. So
Did you find that to be a difficult transition, or because you had the singing and you had the acting now, that it's just kind of like a partnership made in?
it was a real joy for me. Was it easy? No, because there's no one there
Yeah, you
that's
have,
giving you any.
and they can't see you. You have to express,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
like be like with when I can see you, you can bring things down to a certain degree, and it's like,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're seeing, as we're reading off that body language
yeah.
with the with the with the
Yeah,
mic, it's like we have to
it's
kind of hear you smiling. You can't be like,
yeah,
hi.
yeah. So you have to come up with ways to, how do I, usually there's a picture in my mind, either of the character or um or
I
of
interviewed
the
a voice actor who told me
uh-huh.
he has pictures of different people set up so that he can,
Yep.
see the. Is that something
Oh,
that you like to do?
that's, yeah, I think it's more in my mind. I've
Mm,
got a certain emotion,
yeah.
a certain how that character looks, um, a certain, yeah, how they might stand, how they, yeah. So that, but it's I'm seeing that while I'm voicing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you like to work on a role?
Um, g the best thing I can explain how I do things is feeling my way through it.
Feeling
Yeah.
your way through it.
Um, how do I feel about what this character is going through at this time? Yeah.
So a lot of script analysis. Like
Yeah, I would
it's on the
say.
page.
Yeah.
You're picking up on that. That's good.
Yeah. It's about feeling for
Mm,
me. Yeah. That because it was quite a struggle when I was first taking acting lessons.
yeah.
Okay, how do we break her out of this?
How do we do this?
How do
Yeah.
we get to the, yeah. So and it was, yeah, when they kept saying, "We need to see you, we need to see you, we need to see you," it's like, how do they see me? Well, I have to put my feelings into that
Yeah, is
character.
that's kind of what he was
So
saying was,
yeah.
we need to see, what you bring to the role.
Yeah.
We don't want to just see this standard. I think that's kind of what he was, what
Yeah.
so whoever this
Yeah.
person was trying to like
Yeah.
say to you, because
Yeah.
it's kind of a misleading thing. We need to see you. We need to see you. It's like, how do you, read
Yeah.
between the lines? It's like, okay, what do
Yeah.
you mean by, how do you, what
Yeah.
part of me? Like, you can see me here. I mean, like, it kind
Yeah.
of, it's kind of like a defeatist word, but when you like really think, it's like, no, we will see you. Like, what do you bring to the part that only you can bring
Yeah.
from your
Yeah.
experience and things like that. So
Yeah.
it's just,
It's your experience, your feelings
yeah.
about what's happening. So that's what broke it open for me.
Mm.
And yeah. So, but
Now,
then
when you,
boy,
sorry,
go ahead.
when you're doing like voiceover, is this something that you like to train every single day, or do you have like an exercise, or do you feel like you can just jump into it?
No, I'm always looking at the uh like I was doing a rather long weird
Mm.
crime story.
Yeah.
Today I have a writer who writes very strange crime stories. I think they're great because I
Yeah.
like off the wall stuff. That's what,
Yeah.
well, that's what my YouTube channel is about, off the wall stuff, off the wall stories. So but he's a guy who has lots of guys, and he has lots of criminal guys. So it's like, okay, I have to voice all these kind of criminal-like guys. So where do I go with this? The one guy is beefy, and he does say the man has a low voice, and so it's taking it, and I've got sort of, either I've got some kind of guide like the man has a low voice, so that's that into that character, and he's the boss. And then there's the big beefy guy, so he's so thinking of that, and then what voice do I give to that character, that
Does your voices come instinctually, or would you say, or do you hear a voice in your head, or
usually it either comes from it's like, what does this character seem to be feeling at this time, and what kind of character are they? If they're a housewife, they have kind of a softer tone, and the main guy is he's a former thief that spent time in prison, but he's going on the straight and narrow, so he has a very sort of heroic, he's the good guy voice. So
perfect fit.
And then there's the drunk.
That's funny.
Like,
So do you have to do any like warm up? Do you have like a warm up that you do to
I don't do a lot of warm up anymore. The minute I step in the booth, I'm thinking not only about, I'm thinking a lot about singing and where I'm placing my voice.
Singing? Oh,
yeah. So it's my sing. I used to sing opera.
Oh, wow.
And so I do a lot with the characters on where do I place my voice. Yeah, because pitching, and how do I pitch them, and so so it's really not a warm. It's more like, do I have my voice in the right place?
Yeah. So it's just there. You kind of know where to go.
Yeah, and it's from my opera training. So
that's interesting. Was that something that somebody taught you to do, to compare, to use your singing skills and bring it to voiceover?
Actually, I was told when I first started voiceover that if you didn't have some singing lessons, you should probably have some. Well, I was already a singer, so that was a natural segue for me.
Oh, that's cool.
But there, especially when you're doing a lot of characters and stuff, there's it really does. I found it just a natural to say, oh, I'm going to pitch this here, or pitch that there, or pitch that, Yeah. And that's from my opera training. Where is that sound coming from, and where am I putting it? So,
how long did you study opera?
Oh gosh, what, 20 years maybe?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I enjoyed it.
A year.
Yeah.
At the neighborhood playhouse, we had an opera teacher.
I even once did opera improv. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, that's a
opera improv.
Opera improv. Wow. That was just like, that was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Yeah.
How did this transition into Kris Kepler's company, correct?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I just love to narrate. That's what I've usually been hired to do when I started out. Was I love telling stories, and I love telling weird stories. That's one of my favorites. And so it just sort of that's just the way things went with voiceover. Commercial stuff, I found commercial copy boring.
Yeah.
It's like, what do I do with this?
Yeah. And they want everything. It's almost got to be this. It's not flat, but it's this specific way.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like reading like a medical thing, it's like this sounds really sad, but we don't want it to be sad. And then you get the what is it? The tagline thing or
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
stuff where they're listing the stuff at
Yeah.
the very bottom.
Yeah.
When you see them in the the pharmaceutical ads, that's just like
Yep.
and it's over.
Yeah.
It's like, what'd he say?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah. Oh,
If it
yeah.
causes that, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Tell your doctor.
Yeah.
Unless you have these things that it's like almost like you'd have to go back and like listen to it. But yeah, I know what you mean though about that commercial copy can be just very.
Oh, it's So I just,
Sometimes I want characters, but yeah, it's not really
it's not. Yeah.
It's not.
It's rare.
Yeah.
So I just gravitated towards, character work, animation stuff, and, narrating stuff. And so that got me into audiobooks, of course.
Yeah. What was that transition like? Because I saw, in some of the other podcasts that you've done that you kind of
Yep.
created.
I sure do. Yeah, you need it with voiceover now. You have to have your own studio. So yeah.
So you like having that like just that little space.
Yes.
Do you find it hard to block out all the noise? Because I saw you use like a Rode. You use like the Rode. And
oh yeah, I have a Rode, and it's a regular condenser mic.
That'll pick up everything.
It's a pretty much fully enclosed studio.
Okay.
And I happen to live in a quiet neighborhood.
Oh, that's
and then the studio's pretty much fully enclosed. So I don't have a lot of noise issues. Yeah, don't have a lot of noise issues.
When you were transitioning into like, but like, did you find that style of working? But since you had so much training as an opera singer, I imagine that it wasn't kill you like it probably did with a lot of people, where it's just like,
oh no, that's
it still did.
That's where the singing comes in. It really does help.
Yeah.
Preserve your voice, but still it gets tired after, most only do a few hours at a time. Otherwise your voice just gets really tired. So and then you do some editing and then you do some more. And
now, have you ever had to do like an audiobook like in studio, or do you usually do most of your stuff in your studio? Like, do you ever have
in
to
my
go out?
studio? Yeah. There so much has gone to, I think almost all the narrators have their own studios now. You don't go in studio very much at all. It's all your own.
Which is kind of a good thing. Because I've heard the horror stories of people. It's like, ooh, wow, that's hard.
Oh yeah, I've the good studio experiences. Yeah, I think it would be. I've never even done an audiobook in studio. I've done some story work with other actors where we're all, playing out certain characters. That was really fun in studio.
Yeah.
Because then you do have someone
to bounce off of.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was really fun. That was fun. But audiobooks, it's just like, wow. Yeah.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.